I kept getting comments from people telling me, Shyvana is so broken right now. Shyvana is insane. You have to make a video of her. And I didn't really believe it. Then I gave it a try. And the video that you're about to watch is my first Shyvana game after the changes, because they did buff her. It's not necessarily like significant buffs, it's just some small basic buffs. So yeah, we're gonna be exploring Shyvana and I'll give you my answer on it, and it's definitely gonna be quite interesting. She's the thing I wanna say is she's stronger than you think. She's way stronger than you think. And something important about Shyvana is you need to push through. Like with Shyvana, you cannot go halfway and then be afraid. This is an all-in champion. Literally, that's the whole way Shyvana. You know, you ult, you all in. You cannot ult and then go back. Her whole kit is revolved around sticking to the enemy, getting movement speed, and just keep going. So then you ask yourself, how do I build around this kit, right? Like sticking to the enemy. How do I stick to them even more and just make sure they cannot escape, even if they flash away? That's where the build part comes in. First of all, you go for Trinity Force. Trinity Force is just perfect damage-wise, but not only that, it also gives you the movement speed. 5% movement speed and the rage passive. These are severely underrated things, extremely important. This one and this one. These two are very important on Shyvana, giving you that movement speed. This is already enough movement speed to catch up to the enemy. Of course, after that, you're going to build boots, at least tier 1 boots. But you're actually going to build like Mercury Threads or a Plated Steel Caps to be a bit tankier and to be able to tank things up front. Next up, you go for Blade of the Rune King. This is the only full damage item you go. Like everything else is like sort of a bruiser item. You know, Trinity Force has health and movement speed and stuff like that. This is like a full-on damage item. This item is crazy. Like this. And the reason that this item is so good is because Shyvana's first ability applies on-hit effects twice. And it applies it on an area when you're dragon form. So like you can just basically you ult in, your first ability will chunk down everyone you've hit. Like you can get them to a low amount of HP easily in like a single frame of a second. So that's why the Blade of the Rune King is just a perfect Shyvana item. Next up we go for Starrick's Cage. Starrick's Cage really nice too, gives you huge amounts of health. Especially when you ult, it's gonna be even better because your ult also gives you health. And then it gives you a lot of attack damage too, because Shyvana actually has quite a high base attack damage value. So it's just very good. And of course the tenacity is great. When you ult, when you get to a low amount of HP, you know, the enemies are gonna try to kill you and stun you. With that additional tenacity, it's gonna be very hard for them. Next up we go for Death Stance. Also a like you need this item. This is an important item. Not necessarily for the stats, but for the passive. You know, the fact after you kill or assist on a kill, you heal up. You know, you're able to tank so much more damage with the Death Stance. It's crazy. Another item you actually can substitute it for, like Death Stance you do not need. Especially if you're against true damage, so if you're against a Vayne, a Garen, a Darius, etc, etc, you can skip the Death Stance, because that cuts the value of the Death Stance in half, basically. Because Death Stance does not work into true damage. Another item that is very good is the Chemtech Chainsword. I don't see this enough, but this item is very nice. It's quite cheap, 2800 gold. It's actually very cheap. It gives you great stats like 200 health, 40 attack damage, 10 ability haste, and then of course the Grievous Wounds, which is really powerful. And some games you may need it. Like of course you can go for Thornmail, which makes you tankier, but honestly you want damage. And the beauty of this item is it also makes you tankier. Gives you damage and it gives you the maximum health. So like very nice item to go as well. Maw Mortis also severely underrated. You can build this now, of course, together with the Starrick's Cage, because it doesn't have the lifeline passive anymore. Build this if you need magic resist. You do not need any other magic resist item than the Maw Mortis. Like always Maw Mortis on Shyvana if you need magic resist. And then the Amaranth Twin Guard is like a final addition to the build. If the enemies have a lot of sustain damage, the Amaranth Twin Guard is going to be great. You go in, you know, like the enemy Ashe is trying to kill you, the enemy Orianna is trying to kill you, you know what I mean? Like the enemy champions that are like sustain damage and they're not going to one-shot you, they're going to try to kill you. You go for the Amaranth Twin Guard and you're going to become unkillable, basically. That's the only reason you go Amaranth Twin Guard. And then of course you have other situational items you can go for. But I've talked about the main items. Now for the enchantments, Stasis is good if you choose to go for a more damage-heavy Shyvana. So if you do not go for Amaranth Twin Guard, if you go for the Chemtech Chainsword, for example, if you go like full damage, generally Stasis is better. Also, if you're against like a Fizz or a Zed or something, you can, and they're very ahead in the game, so like they're gonna one-shot you, of course you go Stasis. Otherwise, in any other scenario, which is gonna be the majority of the scenarios, you're gonna go for Stoneplate. Stoneplate, of course, making you insanely tanky. It's very, very powerful. The beauty of Stoneplate is too, when you get 300 stacks of the Draconic, whatever the hell it's called, you know, the passive of Shyvana, when you use your third ability, every basic attack will do 3% of the enemy's maximum health true damage. So of course the Stoneplate is not going to reduce that true damage. So in the late game, Stoneplate is going to be great, because most of your damage against tanks is going to be true damage anyways. Now for the runes, you go Conqueror, always Conqueror of course, it's just, like very good. I mean, to be fair, you can go Phase Rush, but you do not need it. I like, you can for the additional movement speed, but these two items alone already give you more than enough, so I do not recommend it. Here you go for the precision tree. Triumph. Like, Triumph is just so good. You know, you could argue Brutal, because she does so many basic attacks, but Triumph is just so good, you cannot skip it. Like, the moment you get a single kill or assist in a team fight, the Triumph is just crazy. The healing is just ridiculously powerful. Giant Slayer, you know, so you can take down front lines much more easily. Alacrity is very good. Tenacity is very good. And Bloodline I don't really recommend, because you already have a Blade of the Rune King. But, as I said, Alacrity is what I generally go for, just to attack more. And then here you go for Overgrowth. Every single game, Overgrowth to skill into the late game and just become unkillable. Flash and Smite, of course. And that's it about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. So, I got an interesting game for you guys. How long is this game? It's 24 minutes. It's a 24-minute game. It's gonna be a long-ass game. Shyvana has a really good jungle clear. And when you play Shyvana, pretty much every single game, and there are really no exceptions, unless you get invaded or like anything like that happens, you should do a full jungle clear. You start at the stones, go to the red buff, go to the other stones, then you go to the other stones, then you go to the blue buff, and then you take the Gromp and then the Scuttle Crab. Pretty much every game. The Gromp you could potentially skip and go for the Scuttle Crab. But like that, if you take everything, you're gonna be close to level 5. And that's of course when you wanna start ganking. You know, before level 5, you're really not gonna be able to do anything. Just so you know. So you wanna reach that level 5. Something that was happening during this game, sometimes you'll see me standing AFK, because I think I had to do something while playing this game. It was very unfortunate timing. But at some point I was done with the thing, so it's gonna be fine. But just in case you see sometimes me like standing still or not doing like an efficient jungle clear, that is why, because I literally had to do something while I was playing this game. By the way guys, I want to remind you all, I am doing a skin giveaway, like always, giving away 3 skins. And if you want to enter the giveaway, put down a comment under the video. That's what, like right here, you see? So like I was walking a bit weird because, because I was doing something. But it's fine, it's okay. I'm just delaying my jungle clear by a little bit, but it's fine. Hecarim is trying to steal my blue buff actually, which of course I'm not gonna let slide very easily. I love how my teammates actually rotate. Like look, my Nami is here. I'm gonna try to secure it. Ah, he actually got it. Okay. So he stole my blue buff, meaning he does not have a smite anymore. Which means that Scuttle Crab is mine. Like I do not care what happens. I am taking, like look, I'm taking the Scuttle Crab. And there we go, got it. It kind of sucks that he took my blue buff. But I guess I'm compensating for it by taking both Scuttle Crabs. Because I'm gonna move... Okay, that was close. I'm gonna move to the other Scuttle Crab too. His blue buff is up too, by the way. Like, just so you know. And I knew that as well. So here I was really thinking, like, what do? I can invade. But invading is the obvious thing, right? Like, he's gonna know that I'm invading. So I'm not gonna invade immediately. Because he's simply gonna know, and the mid laner is gonna roam to me, and you know what I mean? It's not gonna be good. This Warwick, however, is fighting. And even though... Like, I don't know why he's fighting. I immediately flash after him and just kill him. Even though I do not have an ultimate, of course I can still kill him. I have no idea why he was fighting like that. Like, he literally had a ward right there. I guess he really thought he could escape. I'm gonna go back. Yep. I did have ult, but the thing is... One thing that kind of counters Shyvana is champions that can run away from you. That's why I told you guys, like, as a Shyvana you want to stick to enemies, but Hecarim you cannot stick to a Hecarim. He's faster than you. You know, a Vayne, for example, you cannot stick to a Vayne. Because she's not necessarily faster, it's just she can constantly become invisible, and she can push you against a wall. So, like, you know, against those enemies you want to be very careful, and you don't want to waste your time chasing like a Hecarim like that. Because I would never catch him. I would just never catch him. And as a Shyvana, oh, that's a beautiful ult here. Unfortunately, I didn't drag the Fizz with me though. Like here, you see I'm chasing them down. I even smited him. But like, you look how fast he is. How am I supposed to catch him? Luckily the Ornn roamed, which is very nice, and that we were able to get the kill because he rotated. I should go back here. I guess I decided to do a little bit extra damage here, just to give my Ornn an easy lane, which is fair. And now I'm gonna go back to my jungle. As a Shyvana, of course, you want to farm jungle as much as you can, because that's the whole point. Like, you can see the stacks right here. These ones, the 80 stacks. Every time you take a jungle camp, you're gonna gain 8 additional stacks. Like, look, I'll take it 8 stacks. Every 100 stacks, every increment of 100 stacks, you're gonna become more powerful. Every ability gets upgraded. And the most important upgrades are, of course, the last two. The 300 stack upgrade and the 400 stack upgrade. Because the 300 stack upgrade gives you the true damage. And the 400 stack upgrade gives you the vampirism, the omni-vamp. 15% omni-vamp when you ult. Which is, of course, huge. These are huge buffs that you need. Gives you insane sustain and insane damage, both of them. The first two are not as important, the first ability and the second ability upgrade. But the last two, that's why, like, you really want to keep farming. And Shyvana is the only champion that would actually choose to prioritize the dragon over the herald. Like, even on a Shyvana, it's probably better in most games to get the herald, just because of how broken the herald is. But like, as a Shyvana, it's okay to give a herald. Like, if you're snowballing, you can take, or actually not necessarily snowballing, because there's counter arguments into everything. Because if you're snowballing, it would be great to take the herald, you know what I mean? But it would also be great to accelerate the amount of stacks you have. It's like, you have to decide yourself. Do you want gold and turret plates? Or do you want more stacks and the dragon and have late game pressure? The reason that I'm saying late game pressure is because when you do take a dragon, and you take the second dragon, for example, the third dragon is gonna have immense pressure on the enemies because they have to contest it. Otherwise, you're getting a dragon soul. Oh my god. Okay, they want to contest this Drake. Jesus Christ. I'm getting engaged on. I actually did quite a lot of damage though, but how am I supposed to secure? I'm gonna try to secure this dragon here, but he actually feared me away. That was very well played by the Hecarim, and unfortunately the Fizz actually ended up securing it. I got feared away, what can I say? I would have smited it, but the Hecarim had a beautiful fear, and then he smited it, and then unfortunately the Fizz got the dragon. I could not have stolen that dragon, because he literally feared me away, and was very well played. They took the dragon away from me, which is very unfortunate. That was like a potential of 35 free stacks, which it sucks a lot. It really sucks. I do not have dragon form now either. So I'm not going to be able to take the herald fast. I'm just going to take my jungle here and then potentially look into the herald. You know, just take the vision. Another little trick, it's not a little trick actually, it's actually a pretty big trick that I'm going to teach you guys on Shyvana. You know what? I'm going to teach you that trick when I do it in the game. It's gonna happen later on. I'll tell you about the trick when I'm doing it, because then it's gonna be more clear to you guys. Because if I tell you now, some people are not gonna get it. You know what I mean? I'll tell you later in the game. I'll remind you. I'm not gonna forget about it. Don't worry. I'm trying to take this herald. Shyvana takes heralds decently quick as well. Like, let's take a look. Boom, boom, and smite. Easy herald. Again, it still sucks I didn't take the Drake, but it's fine. Like, herald is more powerful anyways. Like, I'm gonna get so much gold here. I could have attacked the turret once to make sure we get the turret, because now the herald has to hit it one more time, and as you can see, it didn't. So I didn't get the first turret. I could have got it if I just hit it one more time. Oh! How did I know he was here? Wait, how did I know? Wait, I'm actually curious, how did I know he was there? How did I know? I don't remember. I do remember that I knew, but how did I know? I think I was paying attention to the jungle rotations, to when the red buff is taken, when the blue buff is taken, all of that. I did die though. But I think that's why I knew. Because like throughout the game I was paying attention to when the red buff spawned and when it didn't, when he's roaming to it, and then I just knew he was taking it, so I jumped over it. I did die though, so it was not worth it. Yeah, like there you can see. I should have hit the turret just once more. Because, yeah, that would have given me one more turret plate, as well as like an easy first turret. That was actually a pretty big mistake on my hand. Like, the Herald does 2,400 damage on a turret. So you need to make sure, if you want to one-shot the turret with the Herald, to get the turret below 2,400 HP. And another thing is, in the beginning you're going to be able to do more damage to the turret than after the Herald charges. if you're before 7.5 minutes. Because the turret becomes more and more tanky the lower HP it gets, right? Because of the turret plates. So it's much better to attack the turret. Like when you put the Herald under the turret, you have like a couple seconds to attack the turret. During those couple seconds, you can take down HP and make sure your Herald one-shots the turret. Very important. I didn't do it in the game. I'm not sure why. I should have done it. I guess I thought the Herald would just hit the turret one more time, but Kai'Sa literally came and attacked the Herald on the purple eye on the back, and the Herald died instantly. So that was actually a big mistake, because like we could have potentially lost first turret because of that dumb mistake by me. Kai'Sa is overextending a whole lot. But Rakan is here. I cannot 1v2. I will lose the 1v2, so I'm not diving yet. But now I jump into the Nami ult, and this should be a kill. Together with them. Oh, very, very well played by the Nami. Just beautiful. Oh, come on! We got her too. Yes! Him too. Sorry, Rakan is a dude. That was a very clean gank. Like, I waited for my team. And a very clean follow-up as well. Like, I have to give credit to the Nami. Her ultimate was beautiful. Because her ultimate gave me movement speed and made it harder for the enemies to run away. We just got a double kill there. That was actually incredibly important. Because Kai'Sa was getting very ahead in the game. And if you haven't seen the Kai'Sa video already, you should know how broken Kai'Sa is. Especially if she gets ahead. Make sure you watch the Kai'Sa video. I uploaded it yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I uploaded a Kai'Sa video. Also, if you haven't already, I played the new champion Sivir. That video has been uploaded 2 days ago. Like, make sure you watch that one too. It's like an incredible champion. You can see a sneak peek on how the new champion is gonna be. It's insane. Like, it's very crazy. I think she's gonna be just as well, maybe not as broken as Fiddlesticks, but very close to it as well. Like, I played her and she's just unbelievably powerful. I'm gonna have my ultimate here. Dragon is spawning. I guess I'm saving my sweeper for when the dragon is spawning, so to be able to proc their ward. All of them want to contest this Drake. They don't want to give me the Drake. You can clearly see it. By the way, Shyvana can one-shot wards with her first ability, if you didn't know that. Just a little bit, you know, just a little bit of an extra thing. Whoa, that's a good engage from my team. Okay, we caught the Warwick as well. Nah, okay, we won the fight. I don't want him to steal, even though I can probably outsmite him. I don't even want to take the risk of him jumping over and fearing me. Like, that could, if he times that perfectly, it could allow him to outsmite me. Because if he fears me, I cannot use my abilities, and you know, he's gonna be able to smite it a lot easier than I can. And look, when you're in Dragon form, you take jungle so much faster, and you need to make use of this too. Like, take the jungle, and you see how I'm not going back for the Blade of the Rune King? I was just making use of my Dragon form, because it gives you so much movement speed to traverse through the jungle. And yeah, you clear the jungle faster too. So yeah, I'm just gonna clear this jungle, and then I'm probably gonna clear the rest of the jungle too. And then I'm gonna take my Blade of the Rune King. Again, I'm reminding you guys the importance of clearing jungle with Shyvana. Until the 400 stacks. Oh, right here, I'm trying to help my Caitlyn. I do not have ult, but... Oh, beautiful Nami ultimate. Yet again, this Nami is just always coming for the rescue. Ah, I need to run, I need to run. She gave me a veal, okay. Now I need to run, I cannot fight her. I do have ult again though. I do have ult, but... Okay, yeah, I'm ulting in, I guess. I'm even flashing. Oh, so the reason I went hardcore, because Vladimir ulted her. Like, I knew all the damage I'm gonna do, it's gonna be further increased by 10% by Vladimir's ult. So that's why I just instantly engaged. I saw an opportunity to kill Kai'Sa, of course I'm gonna take it. Now I'm gonna go back and just buy the Blade of the King. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you give the video a like. I have to say my channel has grown a lot again, and it's actually directly because of the likes. Because when you give videos a like, they're gonna get promoted to new people, which means new subscribers, etc., and which means very nice to the channel. You know what I mean? So if you guys are enjoying the video, if you guys want to support me in the channel, make sure you give the video a like, and that's gonna be more than enough. You know what I mean? Even if you don't, you do not have to worry. If you're laying on your lazy ass and you're like, I don't wanna, you know what? I don't wanna pick up the phone and give it a like. I have that too. You do not have to worry. I'm just saying, for the people that do wanna do that effort, thank you very much. So that's the thing. Let's see. So I still want to tell you about the trick, but I haven't seen me use that trick yet. Is he gonna win that actually? Oh, he won against the Kai'Sa. That's huge. Vladimir is such a disgusting champion though. There's nothing that I can do right now. I can only farm the other side of the jungle, I guess. I've been walking around doing nothing. Which I actually condemn a lot when I coach people. I'm like, you should never walk around do nothing. But in this particular scenario, there really wasn't anything I could have done. Like, this almost never happens, but there really wasn't anything that I could have done. Now I'm taking this jungle. My team is actually fighting the Warwick. But I feel like they're gonna win in a 3v1. Although the Warwick had been tanking it for a very long time. I need to help them quick. Because like if they get hard engaged by the Rakan, Fizz, Hecarim, they have such a good engage. It could be problematic for my team. Okay. It's a good Nami ultimate. She caught the Rakan with that. Boom. Look at my damage. Like this is what I mean. You can just catch anyone. Fizz just one-shot my Vladimir, by the way. I don't know if you guys missed that. We can actually try to take the Baron here. But it would be very risky. It would be very risky. Because the Hecarim is alive. Okay, Hecarim is not here, which means free Baron. Okay. I guess Fizz can just snipe the Baron from 1800 HP. Okay. I could not have smited that. Even if you put like a perfect robot in that situation, he's not gonna win that smite battle. Because Shyvana can't physically smite it from 1800 HP. I just can't, because I had the Baron debuff too. Fizz just jumped in and one-shot the Baron from 1700 HP. Wow, that is... What can I say? I mean, he just well played, like very well played. Fizz knowing what he can do, and he just stole the Baron from me. He timed it perfectly too, and they got the Baron, and now we're in trouble. Because they did get the Baron. Damn, dude. I guess I can go back to farming. Ah, but they're gonna get Baron, they're gonna take Dragon, they're gonna take turrets. This is gonna... Oof. Because we were kind of winning the game, right? Like, we were kind of winning the game, but this is gonna give them a huge comeback. Even though it's not the third Dragon. They're just getting an additional Dragon, and they're getting turrets. They're, you know, they got gold from the Baron. They're just taking... Like, look, they're taking so much from us. Now, like, this is quite alarming, because a Fizz getting fat, Fizz can one-shot us. Even me, as a Shyvana, you know, I'm supposed to be pretty tanky. Fizz is a champion that can one-shot me. I have to be careful of that. And the problem is, our team has 3 squishy champions. You know, we have a Caitlyn, we have a Nami. Vladimir is a bit of an in-between, but Fizz can one-shot Vladimir. That's why I'm calling him squishy. We kind of don't want to fight now, because the Baron, of course, not only buffs the minions, it also literally buffs the stats of the enemy. So they have more attack damage, more ability power. So we kind of want to take it easy now. Let the Baron run out, and then we want to fight. Because now fighting is not going to be good. It's really not going to be good. It seems they all have the crown of the Shattered Idiots as well. Like, how can I engage on them? They have the crown. I will not do any damage. This is when I decided, like, the moment I saw the crowns, I decided I need a stasis. Because I go in, you know, let's say I ult in, I proc that crown, I can instantly stasis after that. Like, I'll proc the crown and then stasis, or something like that. And against the Fizz, I realized Fizz can ult, Fizz can one-shot me, so stasis is gonna be great to block his ultimate. Like, that's why stasis counters the crown in some way, and I'm countering the Fizz one-shot, because he can one-shot me. That's the thing, he can. I could just move to Warwick and kill him 1v1, but I think I decided to actually move and help my team with the fight instead. Because Warwick, like, Vladimir can just take care of the Warwick, but if I'm absent from the team fight, we lose like a major frontline and major damage as well. Like, I have big part of the damage in this team. You can see how aggressive this Fizz is, by the way. He just wants to get kills. And you can see, like, we're just chilling. Now the Baron ran out. The Baron just ran out. So we can actually, you know, now we can actually try to look for a fight again. We have a good position here. If anyone shows up, like, over this wall, I can just hard engage on them. Oh, okay, that's on the Ornn, which is great. He can tank it easily. I got a Veal from Nami. Oh, I'm doing huge damage, but... Stasis? Okay, I just went on the Kai'Sa. Fizz one-shot me. Fizz just one-shot me. Ah, he's dead. Bruh, Fizz just one-shot me. Oh, perhaps I need a Maw this game. Like, man, if I get a Maw, Fizz is not gonna one-shot me anymore. Because the magic resist and the shield, he's not gonna one-shot me anymore. I don't remember what I actually built. But if I get a Maw, he cannot one-shot me anymore. That's why it's just such a good item. The Maw from Warriors. They're gonna take the Elder here, man. I cannot stop it. Ouch. This is a rough game. I mean, we couldn't even win a fight without them having Elder. Now they got Elder. Of course, they're gonna try to go Baron. Like, what are the things I can do here, right? Like, you have to ask yourself, what are the things? I can try to steal Baron. I can try to wait it out and defend with my team. Now, look at our comp. Do we have good wave clear? Not really. So, we do want to engage on this Baron. Okay, my now. I mean, what could she have done? She just got one-shot by the Fizz, dude. Damn it, dude. She just got one-shot. Caitlyn just flashed away. This is looking like a good engage for me. Fizz is dead, actually. That's kind of the main target. Okay, that's good. Actually, Vladimir played that very well. They all went into him and he just destroyed them. And then I just simply ulted in and killed and just got some kills as well. Not really afraid of the Kai'Sa here. Because I have my team around me, so like I can tank. Wait a minute, does the Ornn have Veal? I just got Veal, but I got it. But Nami is not alive. Wait, the Ornn has Veal? Okay, here you guys are about to see the trick that I'm talking about. Look. Wait, no, not here yet. I'm not doing it yet. Why am I not doing it? I'm not doing it yet here. Let me see if I do it now. Here we go. Why am I not using my third ability here? Why? Why did I just... Like, look. Why am I not using third ability? This is a slower jungle clear, isn't it? You want to know the answer? This is why. This. When you use your third ability on jungle camps, that's obviously the most efficient way to clear the jungle. And the recommended way in like 95% of the scenarios. Actually 85%. The other 15%, you want to clear the jungle as slower. You want to hit as many basic attacks as possible. Because the way Shyvana's ultimate... The way Shyvana's ultimate charges... let's actually look at this fight first. I have a stasis, which I'm saving for this moment. I flashed away because I just didn't want to get one shot. They got Baron, man. I'm alive. That's so huge. We got the kill on the Fizz. They did get Baron. Oh, now we need to defend. But if you need to get back the Shyvana ultimate, the best way to do it is to just spam your basic attacks and first ability on jungle camps or anything. Do not use your third ability or second ability because that's going to give you a faster clear but less basic attacks. Basic attacks are the thing that reduces the cooldown. Basic attacks. Like look, every time I basic attack something, you can see the cooldown going down. It's not about damage or abilities. It's literally all that it's about is basic attacks. You want a basic attack as much as possible. So sometimes you just want to get a very quick ultimate. Do not use your third ability or second ability. Just use your first ability and basic attacks on jungle camps. I do not have ult and I feel very bad right here because I cannot help my team in any way or shape or form. So I need to, like, I'm basic attacking these minions just to kind of get my ultimate back. And there is a red buff, so it's fine. Hopefully they don't take it from me, okay? Nice. I don't know why Ornn took the red buff, by the way. Why did Caitlyn not take it? I don't really know why. It's pretty funny. You see, now I have my ultimate again, so now I just don't care again. I'm taking it fast. They have Baron, though. Still have to be careful. They're all kind of tanky, too. It's just so annoying, their comp. It's mostly annoying because of the Crown of the Shattered Idiots. That item alone is just so annoying. There's a Kai'Sa, which I can engage on. Oh, there we go. That's shit. Surely that's a kill. She cannot run away from me. She cannot run away. Like I told you, even if she flashes, she cannot run away. But then Hecarim comes in for the rescue. But she's dead. I did enough damage to her. Fizz, though. We need to focus the Fizz. Fizz needs to die. Basically, Fizz. There we go. Caitlyn put down a trap on the Fizz, which is insane. We can try to look to end the game. There's still 2 people alive, so it's a bit risky. We can try to look for it, perhaps. It's a Warwick. This Warwick is completely useless, so it doesn't matter. Just as I said, it actually has a pretty good engage. But yeah, he's just completely useless, so... We're trying to run them down. I have a stasis. We won the game. We won the game. My conclusion, Shyvana is great, but not broken. She's just great. She's a very strong champion. She can absolutely carry games. But the all-in aspect of Shyvana can be a bit annoying when you're left without your ultimate. So let's take a look at how much damage I did and everything like that. Let's see. 44,000 damage. Let's see how much damage I tanked actually. 40,000 as well, which is quite a lot. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you all on the next... Wait, no, that's not what I say. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you all in the next Wild Rift video.